Juraj Slafkovsky is one of the draft's most imposing wingers and also one of its more skilled. In this video, we're going to break down one of his Liga games shift by shift. Slafkovsky starts the game in the offensive zone. He's playing left wing on his line. His team wins the faceoff. Slafkovsky gets this puck, there's a backhand shot on net, already a nice scoring chance for him. He uses his range to win this battle, scans for his teammate, and moves the puck inside space to him. So a nice board play from him. Let's rewatch it. So Slafkovsky finds himself on the outside of this battle. The defender has the inside positioning. He's going to be first on this puck. So he makes contact with the opponent and with one hand manages to slip this puck back to him. I also like his scanning movement, so he's looking for his next option. And he just moves the puck inside space. Now the puck moves high, Slafkovsky is in front of the net, he's taking the goalie's eyes away, so we would just rewatch this. He's between the point shot and the goalie, so it's really hard for the goalie to really see the shot, but I think it deflects on someone. And now he finds a teammate in the middle. I also like his little scanning movement, so again, he picks up the puck. The first thing he does is he turns his head, scans the middle of the ice for an option. He doesn't pass there. He makes sure to attract the defender on him first, creating more space for his teammate. This is going to be a breakout for his team. Slafkovsky is on the wall. He looks ahead to see if he has space. He does, so he carries this puck all the way to the offensive zone. And this is a really nice slip pass from him. Let's rewatch this. Again, he's scanning ahead for options to understand what kind of rush this is. So this is a 3-on-3, but all of his teammates are on his side of the ice, so he can create something. He sees that his teammate is going to cut past that defender, he's going to accelerate past the defender inside space. So what he does is he cuts laterally, opens up the defender, and he slips the puck in between the skates. So that's a really nice pass and a good scoring chance. The puck moves to the corner. Slafkovsky gets it, but the defender manages to strip him of the puck. He gets it back, doesn't force a pass, the lane is not open, he turns back, nice escape move, but this pass just places his teammate into trouble. The puck gets rimmed cross ice, he gets it back, he's going to circle the net, he's scanning toward the slot to see if there's an option. So previously in this shift, Slafkovsky didn't force any pass, he only took the lanes that were open, or he opened the lanes when they were not open, but this time he finds himself without a real play. So again, I like his puck protection move right there. He uses his great range to put the puck away from the defender. It's impossible for the defender to really reach it with a poke check because Slafkovsky is low and he's really extended the puck as much as he can away from his butt. And now he tries another kind of a hook pass. His teammate was open, so it was a good pass. It's just that the precision of it lacked. And it's hard to make a pass when you have your hands at the top of your stick like this in a very wide motion, but I like the idea behind this play. So some good puck protection moves, some good manipulation skills to open a lane, and passing skills from him too. And I like the idea behind the last play. Slafkovsky's line gets another offensive zone faceoff. They win the puck, but the opposition steals it, and Slafkovsky steals it back. That's a nice stick lift and a really nice puck protection move. I like his arm there to shield the puck, and he exchanges the puck with his defenseman. Let's rewatch this. The steal, again, first thing he does, looks toward the middle of the ice to see if there's an option. Nothing is open, so he's going to skate this. He turns back when he feels the opposing defenseman catching up to him. Turns back that way, extends his arm to shield it, and he's going to turn back the other way. So you can see that Slafkovsky lacks a bit of quickness there. He can't really separate from the defenseman, but he's still elusive, and he still has puck protection mechanics with his arm. By extending, he also extends the puck away from him, so it's hard for the defenseman to reach it. Gains back control of it. He's still in a puck protection move, so he still has the opposing defenseman on his back, and he just creates space for this kind of scissor play. Really nice sequence from him. Puck moves to the corner. And now the other team gets it back, I think. This is a neutral zone faceoff. Slafkovsky is F1 on his forecheck. He forces the opposing team to dump the puck in. It gets to the wall. Nice stick lift again to win possession of it, but he just ends up giving it back to the other team. So this is now a defensive sequence. His team steals back the puck. He's going to accelerate up ice to give him an option on breakout. Now this is a 2-on-1 on his side of the ice. Gets this puck and fires it in the same motion. So nice catch and release. Let's rewatch this. So he cuts that way because he doesn't want to create an offside, but also to create a bit more space. By moving laterally there, he created a larger gap with the defenseman. Instead of staying at the blue line or heading straight toward the defenseman, he creates a bit more space. This allows him to make this release, and I also like his firing motion. So he catches the puck and releases it from the same spot. So he's pretty far away, but this is still a nice scoring chance, and it could have surprised the goalie. The play descends to the defensive zone in this shift. Slafkovsky is in the middle of the ice, just ahead of his defenseman on this breakout. Nice move from his teammate, who passes to Slafkovsky. He creates some separation with a turn, and now decides to attack the middle of the ice. So this was a bit of an ambitious play from him. Let's rewatch it. That's a nice turn. He creates a bit of separation from this defender. Of course, he's not all that quick, so it's hard for him to really attack the middle outright from this turn. Now there's two plays he can make. He can attack the middle of the ice. Like we saw previously, he won't get a shot off because there's too many defenders. He could also pass to number 6, who's open right there. So he could attract this second defender on himself and bring the puck back to his hip pocket and just send it to number 6. But he decides to continue his course. Can't really pull off a shot. And let's just rewatch this last sequence. So Slafkovsky decides to swing at this puck. A better play would have been to move really in front of that defender and cut that defender's path to the puck. So he would have won the puck for himself and maybe made another play if he did that, but he just decided to reach for it instead. Now the other team breaks out. This is a 2-on-1. And a nice play from Slafkovsky to break this. Now defensive zone face-off. Slafkovsky is in the middle of the ice. His team is going to try and break out. Unfortunately, they lose the puck. So now this is really a defensive situation. What Slafkovsky has to do is take care of the opposing defenseman at the bottom of your screen, right there. I like that he communicates with teammates. So there's a net driver and he points it out to his teammate. Now the puck moves up, so Slafkovsky, he has to run up to his defenseman and try and block the shot, which he does. The puck moves low, so now his role is to protect the slot, which he does again. Trying to use his stick to cut passing lanes. In this sequence, I think it's fine to try and block the pass instead of the shot because generally goalies take care of short side point shots. Puck moves the corner, he scans for his teammate who rushes up ice and gets this puck to dump it out. So a nice defensive sequence from Slafkovsky. Now this is a forechecking sequence. Slafkovsky is F1, so his role is to try and disrupt the passes the other team is trying to make and to ideally steer the play to one side of the ice. The other team manages to establish their offensive presence. Slafkovsky is in the middle of the ice, so now this is really a defensive situation. The puck bounces to him, but unfortunately he mishandles it. So he just reloads the puck below the goal line, which is a safe play, but his teammate also mishandles it. So now the other team has full control of it. This is really another defensive situation. Slafkovsky reads this pass attempt from the opposing puck carrier. Now the puck moves below the goal line. And there's a coverage confusion right there. At least I think so. Let's rewatch it. So Slafkovsky thinks his teammate has this shooter in the middle of the ice. So he's just moving laterally to try and cut the low to high passing lane, which is not an error per se, but he could have picked up on this free opponent too. So not necessarily his fault, but he could have helped there and taken that opponent away. But this is a pretty advanced read for such a young player in the professional league. This is the end of the game. His team is going to try and break in the offensive zone. Slafkovsky swings in the middle of the ice. He gets this puck, doesn't really manage to move it around the defender. So let's rewatch this. So just like in the previous shift, and I really like this from him, Slafkovsky knows he's about to get this puck. So what he does is, instead of just watching the puck, he looks ahead. He wants to know what his space is going to be when he gets the puck, where defenders are going to be, and where his teammates are going to be. This is a really nice catch from him, so he receives the puck directly in his hip pocket, and he knows the defender is coming. Unfortunately, he doesn't really have the right angle to beat him, so Yes, he looked ahead, but he didn't really use the information he gathered. Now this is a forechecking sequence. He's F1 again, so his role is to disrupt passes. The other team just dumps it out. Another regroup for his team. His defenseman decides to pass to the wide line this time, and his teammate rims the puck around. Slafkovsky is in a supporting position here. He provides passing options. And as the puck moves high, he's again right in front of the goalie, in between the puck that's been fired and the goalie. So he's screening and providing a tipping option. Puck moves below the goal line. And now right in front of the crease, and he almost scored with that backhand. So a really nice scoring chance for him. Unfortunately, his team has to try and break in all over again. This was one of the best games I've seen from Slafkovsky this season. He flashed his skills almost every shift. We saw his passing ability, his talent for trading the puck through and around opponents, and we also saw his puck protection skills. While Slafkovsky lacked the acceleration and the agility to truly separate from defenders on his back, he managed to manipulate their feet and buy time to find a play by making some well-timed turns and by protecting the puck with his reach and body. I like his awareness of the play. He scanned the ice multiple times before getting the puck to see his space and potential options, and after getting the puck to hit the right one. Although he missed a couple of plays, his decisions with the puck were good in this game. Defensively, Slafkovsky did his part. He communicated with teammates and adequately took care of his own coverage. Based on this game, I would project his hockey sense and handling skills as above average. His skating is a bit of an issue, but considering his mechanics are better than most players his size, I think his mobility will rate as close to NHL average in a few years, with specific work on his stride and strength training. So that's it for this report. If you want more videos like this and want to support this channel, please like and subscribe. You can also check out epringside.com for more prospect analysis.